Okay, everyone, so let's do this. In government, political parties can streamline actions. They can streamline actions by coordinating with each other or forcing individuals to coordinate with each other across various branches of government. Excuse me. In this way, they can bridge the divide between conflict, or the divide between president and Congress. Now, strong political party and divided government will create a lot of gridlock, as there's not a lot of incentives for bipartisanship and for people to come together. Now, I've said this before too. Political parties only behave the way they behave because the people who vote for them reward their behavior. Party identity will shape political identity, but the desires of individual voters will aggregate into the behavior of their elected officials. Now, active partisans are people, again, who support one party over another, and leaners are independents who consistently favor one party. And then let's end with the discussion on campaign finance. A big important, and we talked about this last week, but a big important body is the Federal Election Commission. This is a federal organization that exists to regulate federal elections. Congress, the president, and vice president are directly voted for in these elections, and in these, they must disclose the amount of money spent to the FEC. The FEC can put restrictions on contributions for political purposes, and they allow for the public financing of presidential campaigns. These are six people who manage the organization. They are appointed by the president and confirmed by the Senate, and it's an even body. There's no Democrat or Republican dominated FEC. It has to be a bipartisan body. The FEC requires candidates to disclose their amount, but as we saw, there's a lot of rules and loopholes around when this disclosure must happen, if it needs to happen at all. So candidates have to name all of the committees and PACs who give to them, and they must name all individuals who give more than $200. And they also have to disclose any spending they have on vendors and individuals over $200. Now, organizations cannot give money to election campaigns if they are corporations, but they can give to super PACs. Labor organizations can also give to super PACs. Federal government contractors, they can't give to super PACs, but individuals within these groups can give money to candidates or foreign nationals. This is a hard one. No foreign nationals at all can give money to any campaign. That is breaking the law, full stop. If you are a public servant, do not accept money from a foreign national. Now, here is just some info on the limits of campaign financing. Now, I'm not going to go over all of this, but you can see that it's not just the case that there are no laws about campaign financing. It's just often the case that in practice, most of these laws are circumvented. Now, presidential campaigns benefit from public financing. Presidential campaigns can receive matching grants. So, a government or an individual's donation can be matched by the government up to $250. So, if you give $1,000 to a candidate, the government will give them $250 for that campaign, but there is a limit of 45.5 millions, and they cannot spend more than that on primaries. Now, if you agree not to take any private money, the federal government will give you $91.9 million to run your election, but no one does that because they can make more money if they take on private money. Now, each major political party can receive a grant to support their national convention. That runs about $20 million. That's all for now, guys. Stay rootin', stay tootin', by God, stay shootin', but most of all, be kind to each other.